Alright guys, we're going to try this one more time. This is the Dawn, and this is just our opinion, the voice of a dying generation. And my cohort, Dr. Toon, should be here any second, so we just tried playing with this, so hopefully this will work. And we're going to get this stuff rolling. I'm just waiting for him to kick in, and there he is right there. There he is.
Well, howdy.
There's the Dawn.
What you up to?
Man, we got this going. So, guys, if you guys are viewing, we are here. We are rolling live now.
Hell yeah.
Sorry for technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're here. I forgot to put it back on my my feed. So, if anyone's watching on what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if anyone's watching that's on my friends list, go ahead and share it and say that we're up and running.
Yes, that'd be awesome. The more viewers, the better.
That's right.
I mean, even if we get 5 people, I'll be happy. I don't care. I like 1 million, but you know.
I see my friend Deanna's on there. Hi, Deanna. It's been a long time. We had some good times.
I got one of my friends from work. Looks like he's looking. He's watching. His name is Mr. Swarn. Good for you to be watching there, buddy.
Yeah.
Looks like I've got one of my in-laws, Carson Moore, which is Jess's first cousin. So she's watching. Awesome.
Right on.
So, man, hopefully you had a Merry Christmas.
Oh, very, very Merry Christmas.
Good. And you know, I'm not too inclined to say that I'm scared to say I'm going to be politically incorrect by saying Merry Christmas. You know.
No, that's all I've ever said, even when it was not the right thing to do. I don't care. It's what I believe.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, like. Oh. I get it. Not everybody celebrates it, but nobody's going to demean me because I'm gonna openly express what I believe.
That's right. Oh,
you know, and
there's my lovely wife. She just tuned in. Hey, sweetness.
Sweet. Hello.
Yeah. So it's yeah, we had a wonderful Christmas. I mean, the boys got everything they needed and more. Myself, I got some Star Wars goodies like a waffle iron, a Death Star, and a Stormtrooper. And the missus, she made out pretty good. Plus, we just picked up our big Christmas present to each other, which is one of those power recliners, love seats.
Yeah.
And that was our big present to each other. Pure leather, great shape. Love it, man.
Last Jedi Star Wars Cove.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best movie of the year, man.
And we'll get to that here in a second, but man, you ain't a cool motherfucker till you have one of these bad boys.
Man, you should see the ones I have. I can't because they're in the dishwasher right now. I got 6 of them.
Yeah.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got 6 of them. No, I got 5. That's right. I went with my cousin-in-law.
It's all due to Movie Pass for me. Everybody go out there and get Movie Pass. $10 a month, watch all the movies you want.
I wish Movie Pass was up here in Canada because yeah, definitely.
And Movie Pass, you better be fucking watching this damn video because we're endorsing your shit, man. We want free products and we want availability for him up in Canada.
Up in Canada. Hey,
that's right, man.
We're just America Junior. Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, we had the new version of Obama up here as our PM.
Well, unfortunately, let's get this out of the way so we can have some fun now. It's I don't normally talk politics, but since it's the end of the year, I mean, first year, you know, our president's been, you know, almost a year.
Great.
And I think he's doing great. And anybody hates on, that's cool. If you love him, that's awesome. I love you either way. Just don't hate on me.
That's right. Everyone's
man. I respect anybody's political opinions.
Exactly. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Just don't hate on me because I may vote differently, right?
Well, exactly, right. And I mean, I'm like, I don't go around rubbing it in people's face, ha ha ha, I won, you lost, kind of stuff. I ain't like that.
Right. Oh, I heard a lot of that when our current prime minister won, and I voted for the main opposition, which was actually going for re-election.
Yep.
And yeah, I heard it. Ah ha ha, Harper sucks. Blah blah blah. Trudeau's the best. Yeah, I was like, that's cool. I mean, yeah, we'll just have to dig ourselves out of debt. Whatever. Nothing I can do about it personally.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that, man.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Except vote. The only thing I can do is vote vote Andrew Scheer for PM of 2019 in Canada. Vote Liberal. Don't vote NDP. I'm not a big fan of. I'm sorry for all my American viewers, my American friends. Talking a little bit about Canadian politics. Our major election is coming up in less than 2 years, and as everyone knows, Mr. Pretty Boy, Mr. Beautiful Hair. I'm not a big fan.
Oh yeah, Mr. Playboy, huh?
Yeah,
well, I can do stomach crunches with one arm.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not going to bash the guy personally. I just think that the way he's running our country is absolutely wrong. And I mean, I have my own personal opinions, but I'm just not going to throw them on to everyone else. And the guy that's representing the NDP, which is the New Democratic Party, is someone that I don't believe in his view for Canada. I think he's a good guy. I just think his views are a little bit different from what I want. And I figured the best man out of all three would be Andrew Scheer. So vote Andrew Scheer 2019, buddy.
Man, I tell you what, I'm not even going to get into politics. So, fuck it. I love what I believe, but I'm just tired of talking about it, man.
Yeah.
But all I'll say is the best Christmas present I believe that the Americans will get is that damn tax cut, man. That's all I'm going to say.
That's wonderful. I wish that was the same case for us. Unfortunately, our Christmas present is going to be a nice carbon tax, which is going to make that there's no reasons for a carbon tax. I mean, think about this: we're about to have a carbon tax, plus we're paying into this Paris Accord, this global warming accord. But that's so that we're paying twice as much. And if first of all, I don't believe in global warming. I mean, it's minus 40 something degrees out. And yeah, it's January. It's only supposed to be 15, 20 below right now. It's 40. It's 30 some odd with the wind chill is 40. I don't believe in it. And even if I did, why would we have to pay twice? And according to the experts, Canada only produces 3% of the world's carbon. Why are we paying? Why tax us?
Yep.
Go after China. Honestly, who pollutes the most in this world? Not America. No factories run yet. So it's all China. Go after China. They haven't paid crap on the Paris Accord. They don't pay anything on anything. But they're the biggest. The country itself are the biggest offenders of everything that Canada and America used to pay for.
Oh yeah,
makes no sense to me. 35 million people in Canada. We don't create a lot of carbon.
All I'm going to say in closing for this is Trump and Pence 2020. Peace out for that, because I know he's going to win, and people that don't believe me or laughing at me, that's cool, but you got to believe in something, right?
Yep.
So, but anyway, enough of that hogwash.
Yep. Oh yeah, Kool-Aid.
And I got some more people viewing. But anyway, so we're at the end of the year.
Yep.
Or virtually tomorrow's New Year's Eve. A lot's happened, worldwide, politically. We've had a lot of course, like every year we have a lot of wonderful, beautiful, talented people that pass away. Way before their prime, or like when they're in their older age. So there's a lot of people that died this year. Cornell. It's not fair for me to say. I can't really single just my favorites, because even though there's a lot of people I don't like that died, they're still talented, right?
Dude, Batman passed away this year.
Man, Adam West, dude, man, that was. Man, Adam West. You had what?
The greatest folk singer. I guess he's not folk. He's just great classic rock and roll, man. The great.
You talking about Leonard Cohen?
Tom Petty.
Oh, Tom Petty.
Tom Petty passed away, man. I mean, that 66 years old. Tom Petty.
And Downey?
Dude,
Gord Downey?
Oh, and for all of us Canadians and people that know Canadian music, the lead singer of one of the greatest, most iconic rock and roll bands from Canada, unfortunately passed away this year of brain cancer. Gordon Downey from the Tragically Hip. I think everyone in the world should go out. If you've never heard of them, stream them. They're a great, great band, man.
Tragically Hip, all the way, man.
Yeah.
I guess somebody asked me our first question. I got a friend. She's actually. I'm part of various groups on Facebook.
Yeah. I see this question that says, "Hey," from a girl named Trisha Stevens.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Hey, Trish, I'm glad you buzzed in, and like I was say, she's part of a Tea Party network that I'm part of, and hopefully they'll be on here tonight. But go ahead and answer that question.
Honestly, I believe that there's no way that they're gonna get the corporations to pay for it because they're giving so much money and lobby money towards our prime minister. So why would he start taxing the people that are giving him cash? In my opinion. I mean, nothing's in stone. Nothing, even though he's broken ethics. And anyways, that's honestly my take on it. Is because he's not going to hurt his friends because then he's not going to get the, or his party won't get the money for re-election, right? I mean, that's personal opinion, but I think that's pretty much spot on.
You know what? Where I'm out of Canadian politics, where I don't live there anymore, I'll definitely let you handle that. I agree with what you're saying from what I know.
Hopefully I answered that. Hopefully I answered it. Oh, I agree with you, Trisha. Tax write-off for us. They should be giving us the money because we pollute so little, in my opinion, compared to the major offenders in the world. So why? And with our mining and our oil fields, even our oil fields are clean sand oil. I mean, it's not totally polluteless, but I mean, the emissions is nothing like major refineries. Plus, right here in Saskatchewan, we have carbon grabbing, whatever the factory thing is. It recycles carbon, and there's money on that. But yet we're still going to have to pay. So it's a big money. It's politics. It's a corrupt system. And I honestly believe that us as the little guy, doesn't matter if you're making $300,000, doesn't matter if you're making minimum wage, we are the little guy, and it's all going to be put onto us. Doesn't matter. Every little bit of spending that our current government's going to do, they're going to steal from us. It's like, let me shake your hand, and while you turn your head, I'm going to take your wallet from your back pocket. That's our prime minister is paying for a lot of programs that are unneeded, unnecessary.
And cutting programs where they are.
And yeah, he's cutting programs. I mean, think about this. I'm sorry for getting into politics. It's just it frustrates me. How can you give? I understand people all over the world having hard times and this and that, and I totally understand that. But why bring people over here, give them everything, but yet we still have homeless veterans, let alone homeless people, but veterans. We have homeless veterans, but yet it's just saying the problem is in America. But it's not going to stop. It's getting worse. I mean, worse. I understand people need to come in here and whatever, do it right, do it legally, do it properly. Don't ask the government for your handout. You want to come to Canada? There's thousands of jobs. There's lots of jobs. Go work on. And a lot of immigrants do come here and take the jobs that we don't want. So I don't fault those people for that whatsoever. At least they're here working. But the ones that come here and don't work, they should not be here. Period. And they should be given the jobs. Anyways, I'm sorry for getting on a rant. I just got a little personal about that. It's just, anyways, apologize.
Okay, my fellow Debbie Downers. All right.
Yeah, I probably lost all of our audience. Apologize about that.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna make this. We'll make that the conclusion. It was about that part. I mean, you know how political I get. Like when you and I talk one-on-one, I'm not live. I mean, we talk a lot about it. And you know what? We're gonna end the year right. We're gonna have some cool stuff. So I'll tell you what. Let's talk about year-end movies. Like I've got my couple picks that I think are the best movies I've seen all year. And honestly, I'm the biggest movie critic, right? That's right, Star Wars, right back there. Yes. So there wasn't a lot of good movies as far as I'm concerned this year.
No, it was a down year. I mean, there were some gems.
There were some gems, but a lot of the gems were kind of the
unexpected.
What's that comment? You got the same comment on there?
Yeah, from my son.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring in all the refugees, baby. I know he's just joking because but anyways, but I guess he's leaving us.
What's that?
I guess he left us. That's all right. He can join again if he likes.
What we'll do is I want to do a test run because to try to get the three of us on.
Yeah, sorry.
But I don't want to screw his feet up right now. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah. So next time that we do it, hopefully we'll have a three-way calling or whatever it's called. Three tri-split, right?
Yeah. So and that works. What?
So anyways, continue about your movies.
So it's like a lot of like my favorite movies or the movies that I really dug this year were more or less like Hollywood blockbusters. Even though some of them made money, they weren't like big budgeted movies.
Right.
Like, I mean, yeah, my favorite movie of the year, hands down, is the new Blade Runner 2049.
But that's a big budget. That's like 235.
No. You didn't get what I was gonna say. No.
Okay.
So that's like the rare exception for me.
Ah, okay.
The movie was, and I'm not gonna say anything about it. It really can't say anything about it because it's kind of hard to explain the storyline because there's just like so much going on, especially in the original one, right? So people, I think, went into this one like the purists. Like I'm a Blade Runner purist. I didn't like it as a kid because I didn't understand it, right?
Right.
You know, the older I got and the more dope I smoked, the more I understood it.
Right.
And I mean, it's the truth. I mean, but see, a lot of people I think that never seen the original. They're like, oh, it's got Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling. They're expecting this like epic, like
action packed,
like action packed, like balls to the wall fucking action movie. And really, like the first one, there's not really a lot of action in this one.
No, it's a story. It's not a Schwarzenegger movie.
It's visual eye candy. I mean, the movie is just so gorgeously made.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
And I can't wait for you. I can't wait for you to see it. I'll warn people. It is about a 3-hour movie, but it is 3 hours of not only like the best mind fuck you ever have in your life. It'll give you like if you appreciate the textural landscapes, you know, movies like not just CGI but the color schemes and everything. You'll absolutely love it. Besides that, the story is amazing. My second favorite movie is It. Now, It made a shit ton of movies, but it was only on a $20 million budget. That's high for a horror movie, though.
It made a shit ton of movies. Is that what you said?
I said money. I didn't say movie.
You said movie, man.
Yeah, well, anyway, it made a shit ton of cash.
Hold on a second. Here's my buddy Gagan from... I'm my buddy Jamie, both from Pure Leader in Vancouver. Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a long time. Hope everything's going good out there. It's fucking freezing here. I know it's cold there, but man, ain't no 40 below here. Yeah.
So
go ahead, talk about It now. Well, not talk about it.
It, like, you know, like honestly, horror, like like horror movies in general never get the budgets, right?
Right. Of course.
Like, you know, like the last couple of like Freddy 4 and Freddy 5 in the 80s. I mean, it was like a $3 million budget. That's a lot of fucking money for a horror movie.
Oh yeah, it was.
I mean, even like, you know, like when Wes Craven did Scream, it was only like on a $20 million budget. And we're talking Wes Craven, like the maestro of like one of the maestros of fucking modern horror movies, right?
Oh, Wes Craven?
Yes, he is.
I would say, yeah, he's top 3.
I mean, he's up there. I mean, anybody that, I mean, okay, listen, you got. I mean, you got your maestros. You got your Tobe Hooper. You did the first Texas Chainsaw.
But here's the thing. I think you have George Romero first, and then I think you have John Carpenter second, and then I think Wes Craven is right there third. I mean, Wes Craven's he's a fucking genius. I mean, I love Shocker. I think everyone should like Shocker. No one's ever seen Shocker. If you like Freddy Krueger coming out of television, watch Shocker.
Fuck yeah, dude! It's got the dude that played the bad dude. He was in the X-Files. He played the fucking head honcho over Duchovny and what's the bitch's name there? Gillian Anderson.
Oh, are you talking about the first movie that they did?
Well, no, he was in the TV show too, man.
Who, Horace Pinker?
Yeah, man, he was in the TV show. Then he was in the movies.
Oh, great on, man. Hell yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, I got. Oh hell yeah, I got somebody that said Shocker. Hell yeah.
That's my buddy. That's my buddy Jamie from Vancouver.
Well, dude, rock on, dude, man. Us Canadians know how to fuck shit up on some '80s horror movies.
Pat, you've seen a picture of Jamie. Him and I, we went to this place called it's the Vapor Lounge, I think it's called, and I got all those pictures of we're doing the vapor, all the volcanoes.
Yeah.
It's the greatest place ever, man. I'll never forget that night, Jamie. That was fucking awesome, man. I appreciate it.
Man, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. Okay, back to It, because I really can't talk about it because you haven't seen it yet.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna wait till the second one comes on, then I'll just watch both of them online.
All I can say is like, I'm not like terrified of clowns. I mean, they're creepy, but I'm not like if I see a clown, I start running kind of thing.
Right.
But the movie, like I know almost everybody's seen the original one. I saw that
Sure,
you
I
couldn't
can.
drive. Yeah, man, you couldn't drive. I was smoking that marijuana.
Sure, I can. I can drive anywhere, anytime.
Man, I'm just in a happy hay through the vaporizer.
Oh man, it was great, man. This is the first time I ever bought this pipe. It was an unbreakable pipe. Never seen it before in my life, man. Never got to smoke pot legally. Well, maybe not legally, but in public like that without going into jail. Well, I've never gone to jail for it, but you know what I'm saying.
Dude, I got fucking gas, man.
Oh, is your wife there?
No, luckily she's in bed, but you know what? I'll wake her up from a dead fucking sleep.
Yeah, your dogs are gonna puke, man.
Man. Man, okay, anyway, Tim Curry, amazing. This guy just took it to a more maniacal way.
Right.
I mean, it is fucking creepy.
I
mean, I never jump out of my seat, but there was a couple of times I was kind of like that, just kind of like, whoa, what's going on? I mean, and they made it on a fucking $20 million budget. I just hope they don't. Here's the test of time, right here. If they can pull off the adult part, it's going to be awesome.
Right.
That was the problem with the original miniseries. Yeah, it was good. The adult part was good, but it was the weakest part of this fucking movie.
I like the adult part.
No, it's okay, but the kids part is what was scary.
Oh yeah, but anytime you can see.
But see, they fucked up, and it wasn't the actor's fault because they had some good actors. You had Harry Anderson from Night Court. You had fucking John Boy from the Waltons. You got John Ritter.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got Jack Tripper, and Harry Stone.
But it was just I watch it now. Yeah, it's still awesome, but it's just after you watch this new one, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my two picks in the movie, man. What for you? What's your picks?
Well, that picture back, Star Wars, I don't care. I know there's a lot of controversy. A couple things I didn't like about it, but The Last Jedi, to me, it's a Star Wars movie, so it's going to be my favorite, and actually my pick for the best. I mean, there are a couple scenes that I think were unneeded. Like, I really don't need to know where blue milk comes from.
Man, fuck no.
So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, I like it so much. I went and saw it 3 times in the first 5 days.
Original. I'm sorry, your buddy Jamie said original It All the Way. That's awesome, but if you haven't seen the new one, it blows it away. I'm sorry. Hey, here's the thing. Before you say something, everybody, you can take this as a grain of salt, because this is just our opinion.
Oh, no spoilers. Don't worry, man. I'm not going to say a word about nothing.
And yeah, no spoilers. We here. Trust me, we're not.
Nope.
No, I don't do that. I would chop somebody's balls off too, so I hold that in the same respect. I tell you what, it's funny every time you get on Facebook, man, somebody fucking gives spoilers to the 2 fucking shows you do not do that to: The Walking Dead and fucking Game of Thrones.
Oh, no fucking doubt, dude.
Oh man, people go crazy.
Well, see, when it's those days, those things are on, I don't go on Facebook, because if I do,
yeah, oh yeah,
yeah. So, but actually, like, I don't know. Susan and I, we watch it live. We watch Walking Dead live.
Man, I'll tell you what. Like when American Horror Story, same thing. I subscribe to their pages, but I don't even see comments until I actually see the episode.
Right.
But here's the thing. I feel the same way as somebody. I know it's kind of hard to give a spoiler on fucking Pawn Stars, but. I mean, somebody like, hey man, somebody came in this last night's episode of the fucking T-Bird or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would actually get pissed, man, because Pawn Stars, I came to the conclusion, is my all-time favorite show ever.
And it's all right.
Ever.
It's
ever.
I got disinterested as soon as Chumley became the fat lazy. I mean, I don't care if he's his size. He became so lazy when he's laying on Rick's desk. Anyways, we'll talk about Pawn Stars a little bit. Let me get back to some Star Wars here.
Old Tony Prevotera.
Oh, right on, Previ.
Good to see you there, buddy.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, my number 1 pick would be Star Wars. It's just, I love it. And my second actually is to me the comeback movie of this director, and I loved his first 3 movies, is M. Night Shyamalan, but Split. Split.
Split. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like, here's the thing. Hey, yawn, yeah, man, you can yawn to bed. All right.
Yeah, there you go, Jamie. I believe that too, man.
And you too, man. You too. Listen, this is not just my opinion anymore. This is fucking fact.
He's you know what?
You don't know the truth. You don't know the truth, man.
I know the truth of everything, motherfucker.
All right, I'll tell you what. Hold that thought. I'm off the camera for 2 seconds. Hold on. Hold up.
Anyways, people, here's to all that. If you haven't seen Star Wars, you need to go see it. 3D. I've missed out on the IMAX. If you get a chance, I would recommend it. And just go in there with an open mind and just enjoy it.
Rick fucking Harrison's Pawn Star book.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm not bashing Rick himself. It's just the show is the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over.
Listen, this is the truth, man. This is the Bible of TV, right?
Fuck off.
Listen, fuck you.
This motherfucker.
See, here's the thing, guys. We're allowed to do this because we're brothers in real life. We will never do that to you people. And we're not like that, so. Yeah, yawn. That's all right. Listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's wrong.
You're wrong. I'm right.
No, guys, it's all good, dude. Hey, man, you probably like something I don't like either, too. That's all good.
Yeah, we like good music. No, actually.
Okay, what's your second favorite movie?
Split.
Oh, I'm sorry, you said Split. Yes. Yeah.
Man,
I remember seeing the previews. What's that?
Have you seen it yet?
Like 5 times, man.
Okay, no spoilers because I don't know if anyone's seen Split. I don't want to ruin it because it's such a great callback. I mean, it's a great movie for him, and especially what they're going to set up. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I'm pretty sure everyone should know. No, I don't want to say anything. But Split is, you know,
man, it was back to his Sixth Sense roots kind of thing.
Man, you know what? Fuck it. It's been since February. You haven't seen Split? I'm sorry, man. Parking Wars.
Well, I've never seen that show. I'll check that out since you said that. Thanks for the recommendation.
I watched that. I watched that 3 times.
I'll check it out, then I'll start saying yawn. All right.
No, I'm not a big fan of Park Wars. I watched that and I'm like, fuck. I wish Les Gold from Hardcore Pawn was on instead.
Les Gold. He's like, man, it's a fair deal.
Yeah.
Give you $100 for his Babe Ruth bat.
Yeah, you know, that's what. Remember when that guy brought in Tom Brady's game-worn jersey, and it was autographed, and because it was from Michigan, and Seth is all like, well, you know, I'll give you $125. That's like kind of what it's worth, and it's like a $2,000 jersey. It's framed and everything. Well, we have to get it reframed. Fuck off, bums. So they deal with this bums. That's why they're like, oh, well, you know, you have something great. We'll give you $20.
I used to like that show. The first few seasons were okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's still garbage, but I mean, take advantage of these poor fucking crackheads in the night.
Yeah, that's my job, man. Let them come to me. I'll pay them a little bit more than the pawn shop, and I get good shit for free.
Remember that guy lost his dollar? I don't even know where he got the dollar from, but he lost his dollar in that vending machine.
Oh, and he kicked shit out of it?
He's kicking the shit. He's like, give me my candy bar. He was like clinging onto that candy bar. That's just like his week's meal right there.
Yeah, it was funny as shit, man.
Bastards, man. No hate on Detroit or anything, but man, that's horrible, man. Taking advantage of those poor citizens.
So let me ask you, what was your favorite part of Split? I'll tell you what my favorite part was. I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna spoil it, but the Beast. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
That was a fucked up, especially the whole. It's in the trailer, but where he's with the bars.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what. I mean, as big a fan of Professor X as I am, because it's James McAvoy.
And yeah, Chris keeps on giving us mad faces.
Yeah,
you see that?
Yeah, hold on a sec. Sweetheart, can you message Christopher and tell him to stop, please? You say your dad says stop. Sorry, everyone. My son is acting up because he is acting up. That's all I got to say, and he's about to get.
And we want to bring him on, but we don't want to mess his feet up in case it messes up. We've never tried a try screen.
Yeah.
So I guarantee if it works, he will be on with us in the next one.
Oh, 100%, man. That's my boy.
And I'd like to get him in on some stuff. And
yeah.
So
yeah, because
no, that's not. We're not ignoring you. We don't want to mess his feet up.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. We're gonna do a big Star Wars special, and we're gonna discuss everything except for the Last Jedi in depth.
Oh yeah, I'm not spoiling that for anybody.
Right, but Christopher needs to be involved because he knows more. Actually, he knows more about Star Wars than I do, which is crazy.
It's more about than I do too, man.
Yeah, and you're right.
He's a smart man. He's a smart. I was gonna call him a little fart, but he's not little anymore. He's almost tall as his daddy.
Man, he's wearing size 11 shoes now.
I'm gonna start calling him White Shaq here pretty soon, man.
Yeah, man. He's gonna be. Well, I said when he was born, he's gonna be about 6'3".
Man, I tell you, with this height, man, I hope he does something like high jumping or something, man.
Or he becomes the world record holder of glazed donut eating.
That'd be awesome right there, man.
Yeah, something like that. Because you're never going to beat those Japanese guys, except for that one American on those hot dog eating contests. Never.
Stuff like,
What was that guy's name? Yokomashi or whatever his name is? Yokobashi, whatever his name is.
oh yeah.
That dude just eat like 54 and a half hot dogs in like 10 minutes.
And my old buddy Tim I used to work with him. Looks like he's viewing. What's going on, Tim? There, hey there, buddy. All right. That's how our boss used to talk, and we used to.
So anyways, so yes, man. Do you know what's crazy is when he had that girl in that closet, and he was eating her. Mm-hmm. Remember that? And that other girl was trying to get out. That was fucked. That was that was James McAvoy. Thumbs up. Not a big fan of everything he does, but Professor X is new Professor X, because anyone that likes X-Men knows exactly who the real Professor X is.
Yeah, James McAvoy's a good actor, man.
Oh, he's a great actor, but you know what? He's still not Picard, or if no one knows who Picard is, it's Patrick Stewart. Picard. Yeah.
Oh, we just got a thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right.
Thumbs up, buddy. Yeah.
Thumbs up. I'll give you 2 thumbs up, man. And he'll give you 4 for gore.
Yeah.
Man, how about man? What was your? This is gonna be a harder question, but because there's not really what I would call a lot of memorable music that comes out anymore.
Oh, what was my favorite music of this year?
Your favorite album, man.
Of this year.
Hey Heather, how you doing, sweetie?
Of this year, you're exactly right, Jamie. Professor X is true. I mean, Stewart is. Oh, right on, true.
Yeah, I love Split 2, Trish.
What came out this year? That's how.
Here's my thing. Okay, here's my thing, and you're right, because it's more of like a lot of bands coming out with like 1 or 2 songs that are good, so you can almost make a greatest hits out of the whole year out of all these different bands.
Right.
But a lot of the bands that we love, they don't put out music. Like Fuck You Tool put out a new album, please.
Well, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, we won't talk about that because that'd be horrible.
Yeah, not until it's physically in my hands.
So my favorite album actually came out in December of last year, so I guess you can call it the 2017 album.
Right.
It's actually a band that's from Canada. They're called 10th Planet.
Hold on one sec. Hi, Aunt Shelly. How are you doing? Hope everything's good. Hope everyone actually had a Merry Christmas and that's watching, and a Happy New Year.
Yes, Aunt Shelly. Hello to you too, my dear. I haven't talked to you in forever.
Yeah. So yeah. So go ahead.
So a band called 10th Planet.
Right.
They're from Toronto. I'm friends with a couple of the band members on Facebook. Hopefully they're watching this. But no, they started off in 2003 or right in that area. And Jeff Martin from the Tea Party, which is my favorite band of all time, produced their EP and then produced their first full-length album. So they're like, you probably never heard them before, have you?
Who's that?
10th Planet.
I've not heard them yet, man.
Man, it's God, they fall in that vein of Tool. I mean, they're not the same style of music, but it's just like a band you can't classify their genre.
Okay.
Because there's some songs that he's got like a really Lane Staley-ish voice.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's like a couple of songs that he might sound like some old Bono, like from my Joshua Tree era.
Right.
And yeah, Piss on You, Bono on You too. You've really disappointed me because you're.
I haven't liked him since
since Pop. Honestly, that was a good album, but from Acting Baby Down, man.
Yeah. To be honest with you, for music this year, like the newest thing that I heard that I like would be that Greta Van
Fleet. Good stuff,
yeah.
Man. That's Zeppelin 101.
That's an awesome rocking band. I mean, straight up. You're right. U2 does suck.
They do now.
Yeah, but that what do they call Greta Van who?
Greta Van Fleet.
Dude, they're awesome, man. When I first heard that, I'm like, holy shit, is this an unreleased Zeppelin song? Because, I mean, it's so it's more Zeppelin-y than even Coverdale Page was. It's just...
Well, actually, my friend Trisha, that you responded to earlier,
right?
They're on the Tea Party chat room. She was talking about these guys, and I was like, I'm always stuck my way. I'm like, yeah, I'll check them out later. I'm always like, if it's not my favorite band, I want to listen to them, kind of thing.
Right.
So I'm starting to reopen up the different music again, like I did in my late 20s. And I listened to them, and I was like, damn, these guys are fucking awesome. Yeah, you're right, dude. It was more Zeppelin than Coverdale Page. You're right.
Yeah, and to me, Coverdale Page was the most Zeppelin thing I've heard since Robert. What's that?
That song "Shake My Tree." That was a badass song, dude.
Oh,
That single,
yeah.
That fucking acoustic guitar, that fast acoustic guitar.
When he's all like, "Take me to your river, baby, take me to your," it's just like, oh, and then
Dude, then when he kicks in with the high vocals,
yeah,
like the typical, like don't get me wrong, I ain't hating on Whitesnake, man. Some old school Whitesnake, I don't mind.
oh yeah, man.
I mean, yeah, Here I Go Again. Yeah, everybody loves that song. That's kind of like that was their Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Still of the Night, man, my favorite song from them.
Man, how about that fucking violin bow, fucking little
yeah,
like fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's good shit, right?
I'm like, dude, yeah, you guys are definitely Zeppelin.
Yeah, oh exactly, but yeah, that Greta Van, which you have to excuse me, I've had
Hey, Jill. Oh, Jill Coffey.
What's that?
You remember Jill Coffey from Knoxville?
Yeah, hey Jill, how you doing? I hope everything's going good, and I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful New Year.
You're not old, Aunt Shelley, never.
Nah, man, you're only as old as you feel, and you know what?
Exactly.
I've been following you on Facebook, Aunt Shelley, and you're so busy. You're like a 25-year-old, so just relax and enjoy life. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, like I was saying, I mean, the only thing that to me that was closer to Zeppelin than them would be Robert Plant's Pictures at 11, because that's Zeppelin without being Zeppelin.
They're. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? It's music critics. I mean, for the most part, music critics are horrible. I mean, just because it's like being a political analyst. I mean, you're hard. You're really too fucking hard. I'm all for construction. What's that?
They're paid by the music companies to up whatever band they want to sell, that they want to crank out. Like right now, all this garbage that's out there. Think about this, Pat. Remember this. We're in high school. You turn on the radio. What's the shittiest song? Every Rose Has Its Thorn, or some crap from Dawkins, or
Where the Down Boys Go.
Or yeah, some shit from. Now you put it on, and the best song you hear is like from a Kesha or some shit, or what's that, Fall Out Boy or some crap like that. There's no good music out there. And there is really good music. It's just that no one's being paid to give them publicity. Because there's still a lot of good bands that I've never heard of. Like, look, every time we went to Ozfest, I mean, and at that time, that's when they were pushing that kind of music. But there's just so much music that they weren't pushing, like Shovel, and like smaller bands.
Boiler Room, Ultraspank, one of the greatest bands.
Ultraspank is one of the greatest bands ever, and his follow-up bands with Low Pro and White Noise Owl. Fucking.
What, and was it Plan on
Life on Planet 9?
Yeah,
awesome stuff, man. Just Pete Murray. Greatest voice I've ever heard live, and me. I love a great sounding band. That's why I love Tool. That's why I love Pantera, old school Pantera. Like not old school because not their '80s shit, but from Cowboys from Hell up to probably Southern Trendkill, good stuff. But you know me, I like a good band.
Yeah.
And shit bands of what they're cranking out now, like Fall Out Boy and what's that? Imagine Dragons. I mean, where the fuck has our balls gone to, man? I remember when Aerosmith was considered pussy music. When Blue Oyster Cult was pussy rock. That shit is heavier than and better than any shit that's being publicized right now. And there's so many great bands that are not getting any kind of publicity that should, man. They should be getting pushed, get back to where we were. Because, man, you think about it. If everyone says that the 80s were the greatest decade, then why don't we go back to it? Give me a fucking Rubik's Cube, throw on some Saturday morning cartoons, put on some rock and roll. I'll grow my hair out again, and I'll wear my leather jacket with a patch on the back, and I'll rock on to Skid Row, man. That's how I feel. If everyone loves it, let's go back to it. Fuck it.
All right, so Trisha, and yeah, you need to check these guys out. These guys are the called Boba Flex.
Yeah, are they good?
Yeah, they're good, man. They're just a good, solid, they're a good, solid, like, hard rock band. I gotta disagree with you on that one. Imagine Dragons. I just not my style.
Oh, Trisha, I was agreeing with everything you said, man. Up until I mean, Imagine Dragons is a new what were they called? Who was the band that sang Yellow? Coldplay. Yeah, so Imagine Dragons is a brand new Coldplay, where Coldplay was a brand new Radiohead. I mean, Radiohead was good starting that whole thing, but I mean, that's how these bands started. I'm just not a big fan of Coldplay or I like one song from Imagine Dragons just because it's on a movie I like. It's called The Almanac, something with an almanac. It's a time travel movie, whatever. Yeah, you're right. It is complete garbage. It is, man. I'm just trying to be nice, man, because I don't know this girl.
What I love about y'all Canadians, man, it's in our blood to be blunt and speak how it is.
Yeah, it is.
You know, so here's the thing. Okay, so this is something that we thought of last second yesterday, my brother and I, Dr. Toon over here.
Dr. T.
On the Dawn. So we were going to mention our favorite album of all time. And it was, I know it's probably a little harder for you. For me, it wasn't. But your favorite album, let's lead off with you.
Well, my favorite album, I mean, I'm kind of stuck within three. I love, to be honest with you.
Only one.
I know, but here's the thing. Here's my reasoning, and just, you got to listen to me. You got to hear me out. I love Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. I love Faith No More's Angel Dust. And I love Tool's Lateralus. However, I will
Do you have any Angel Dust?
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Right. You want some crank?
No, I don't believe in that shit. Smoke a joint. No. Yeah, no. I'm in my 40s, and I don't want my heart to blow up, and I like my money in my bank account. So anything that I was going to do is no. But out of those three, I picked The Dark Side because it was my favorite album for the longest, and it was my first favorite album. The first time I ever truly heard Dark Side of the Moon. This is no word of lie, Pat. I have a cassette with Mom and Dad back in '73. I was 6 weeks old, and I was goo-gooing, gagging, and in the background is Us and Them. And so,
man, wouldn't it be awesome if our parents would have gave us LSD?
No, it wouldn't have been awesome because I would be really fucked up like these snowflakes nowadays, right? So, no, man, seriously, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. I guess I was listening to it since I was born, obviously.
Yeah.
But One Republic, come on, Trisha, you just really hurt me there. It's just like, nope.
I've never heard him, so I've got no frame of reference. So
you probably like that. Who's the Moves Like Jagger band? It's the dude from The Voice, the rocker.
Oh, you talking about Maroon 5?
Who's that?
You talking about Adam Levine?
Yeah, the Levine dude. Yeah.
Oh, man, leave her alone, man. She's a friend. Hey, everybody's entitled to their own shit.
Oh, no, I know. Exactly. I'm
not talking about you. I'm talking about the comment on here. Trisha's, she's become a dear friend of mine online. She's a good person. Yeah, and she's from Ontario, too.
Yeah, but Jamie's like a brother to me, man. You know what? This is the whole thing. It's our opinion, man.
That's right. It's our opinion. So no heartbreaks here. We're not picking on nobody.
Oh,
here.
No. Everyone pick on everyone.
Actually, you people in the comments, Ken, you guys have your right to, but we're not going to do that.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not going to pick on anyone except for you, Pat, because, you're just a piece of shit, Pat.
Oh, we know you're just goofing. We're just...
He is, man. It's Jamie, man.
Everybody gets offended now, right?
No, but you know what? It's like Spider-Man and Family Guy. Everyone gets one. Family Guy, greatest TV show of all time. Well, I don't know. Have you ever seen his new TV show called The Orville?
No, I haven't watched that new Seth MacFarlane show yet.
Dude, it's better than... I love Star Trek. I know I'm a nerd, whatever. I love Star Trek. But this is more Star Trek than most Star Trek, besides Picard and Kirk. Yeah, this is Star Trek, dude.
Yeah, that's cool, man. We're back to Dark Side of the Moon now.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so Dark Side of the Moon, I've listened to, I guess, since I was 6 weeks old, born, whatever.
I love that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is my favorite. It's my all-time... Well, yeah. It is my all-time favorite Floyd album by all means.
Oh, Beffy, excuse me for a second. Oh, Beffy Bim, can I have a drink, please? My wife, I gave her a nickname called Bevy Bim. I won't say what it is because she'd probably kick my ass. Bevy Bimbo. She's not a bimbo, so don't think of that. I saw that on a TV show. I said, hey, can I call you my Bevy Bim? She's like, you want me to kick your ass? I'm like, okay, I won't. But she is.
Dude, I almost just shit my pants.
When, just now?
Yeah, dude, man, I got a good one to rip, dude. That's that fucking McRib that I ate for dinner tonight.
Why would you do, man? Why don't you eat at home? Oh, I know you probably brought it home. Why don't you cook at home?
Yeah, but man, I wanted a McRib.
Hey, Jamie, you have yourself a wonderful New Year's, man, and give me calls sometimes, man, or whatnot. Love you, brother, and miss hanging with you, man. You're a good guy.
Yeah, thanks for showing up, dude. That's awesome. We met somebody new.
Yeah, and Aunt Shelley, no, you've never met Susan. If you're coming to the cottage this summer, you will, because my girl is coming down. We're coming down for a couple weeks. Yeah.
So Dark Side of the Moon. my favorite Pink Floyd, one of my all-time favorite albums. It's like probably my top 5, right? It's like for the longest time the go-to favorite album of Floyd would be The Wall because it was like, it was like the big theatrical thing and blah 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 blah.
And a movie, and I mean, it was just the biggest thing ever, right?
And the older I get, the less I like it.
What, The Wall? Yeah, you know what? I mean,
there's a lot of filler. That's the problem with not almost every double album.
Oh, because it's a double bloody album.
I mean, like me, like my favorite double album of all time is Physical Graffiti from Zep. But even at that, there's filler on that too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Every double album. That's why when you see a double album, you're like, look at Melancholy. You can actually get 6 good songs out of, how many did they come out with altogether? 18, 19 songs?
Oh, and don't get me wrong. I mean, that was like, well, it's not Smashing Pumpkins. I think their last good album was Adore. I thought Adore was a good album. That song, Ava Adore, was fucking badass.
You know, their last great song, to me, was Zero.
Great song, dude. Fucking great. Cleanliness is godliness. Yeah, dude. And God is empty.
Just like...
I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I said, man, you know what? When he was angry back then, that's when him and fucking Trent Reznor should have cut an album together.
Yeah, like, to me, Siamese Dream is Siamese Dream is the bar when it comes to albums like that.
Gish is mine, man, for them.
What's that?
Gish is my favorite Pumpkins album, man.
Oh, I love Gish, man.
So Floyd, I love Floyd. Well, after post-Wall, no, not really.
Well, I don't know. I still like that song from the Final Cut. What's it called? Post-War Dream.
Yeah, dude, they should just call that the post-war go blow your fucking brains out song.
Yeah, because
listen, we already had an album, a double album full of his fucking angst from his dad dying in World War II.
Yeah, but the Falkland Islands War was a. We're gonna get back into politics because you were only small. You're only 5 years old when that shit happened, man.
I know, but hey, man, I used to be a history major. I say, but anyway, yeah. But here's the musically, you can take everything from the Final Cut all the way up to whatever the last one. I guess the last actual Floyd album was Division Bell.
Yeah, I tried to get into it. I really did.
That song, High Hopes, I love that song. Great song.
She won't take it back right now.
Man, like, I'll tell you what, man, that song Learn to Fly from Delicate Sound of Thunder was good.
That was
no, not Delicate. What's that? No, not Delicate Sound of Thunder. Momentary Lapse of Reason.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was a good song. I mean, they've had a couple good songs, but they haven't.
No, they have. I mean, they have. But you know what's funny is, like, Roger Waters stuff by outside of Floyd is better than anything after he was done with the band.
Yep.
And honestly, David Gilmour's just better than the Floyd with just David Gilmour. To me, it is.
Well, his guitar playing with Floyd, I think, is a lot better with Floyd. He's an amazing guitarist, but I mean, just the shit that he played, his fingers just, to me, just gorgeous. I mean, excuse me, I don't know, man. His guitar solo, because I grew up with. I mean, I was born in '73, and I grew up through. And mom and dad, they're not old hippies, but they're pretty much old hippies. I mean, they're like us, right? Rocking people, right? So, like, look at all the LPs that we have. That's what we grew up.
Yeah.
That's what we grew up on, man. So growing up on that, when you were born and had to go back to it. So I was there when that shit happened, right? Excuse me. And it's just great. It's like the first time that you sat down and listened to No, you really weren't into Metallica at that time. When you sat down and listened to Cowboys from Hell for the first time, that was like your first, wasn't that? Yeah, that was your first real metal album that you listened to that came out at that time, wasn't it?
No, my first real metal album,
that came out that like for me, like in '89 when Justice came out, I heard it 2 days later. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to go back and listen. Like, if I want to listen to Beatles, I have to, because I was born after the Beatles, I have to go back and listen to it. What I'm talking about is when it's released, you're there and you listen to it. That's why, to me, 78 from 73 to 82 Floyd, boom, because I was there when it was released, and I was like in 78 for The Wall. I was 5 years old, and I was getting into music, so I like that shit, right?
I think the first album that really got me into appreciating, like, the metal that we grew up with, the thrash metal and all that kind of shit, really was actually Rust in Peace.
I thought it was the Killer Doors.
Oh, yeah, yeah, let's be too. Yeah, everybody down here in the States don't know who that is. You don't want to know who they are. They suck ass. They're from Canada. They're garbage. They suck.
You're like,
Balls.
dirty weapons. Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing. Hey, my buddy Zach's on here. What's up, Zach? No, and you actually had the CD. Hey, what's up, Smokey? It's my buddy George, but we call him Smokey at work. He's cool dude. He's an American.
My God, record so, buddy.
Yeah, man. I remember when you had it, right? Yeah, man. I listened to Metallica. I mean, I was still while you were getting into that Slayer, Anthrax, stuff like that. I was like the tail end of the hair metal, right?
Right.
I mean, I didn't get into it like say some people that I know I'm not going to mention. But no, I mean, I was into the harder stuff at the time, Motley Crue, stuff like that. Not exactly hair metal.
Yeah.
Nothing, just chilling, dude, trying to earn a buck, man. What's this? Tristan, come on, the lyrics are good, and Ryan makes a lot of money on his songs. Ryan who?
Ryan Adams.
Yeah, I mean, no, I like Ryan Adams, dude. That's some good shit right there.
No, I like Brian Adams.
Oh, you mean the Canadian Ryan Adams? Yeah, dude. Dr. Feelgood is. I mean, yeah. I know the fan favorite's probably Theater, Pain, or whatever, but Dr. Feelgood, I swear to God, when that fucking guitar just kicks it, dun, 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 I'm like, dude, that's like the fucking heaviest thing.
Man, do you know what I like about? Okay, but before I heard Dr. Feelgood, I remember watching Much Music for Americans that are watching don't know what Much Music is. It's what Canada's MTV is. And at one time they actually played music. Same with MTV. They went to whatever. I don't watch it. But back in the day when they were showing, interviews and stuff like that, I remember right before Dr. Feelgood came out, Nikki Sixx is on there, and he said, we wanted to make an album that you could press a cassette, and he grabbed the cassette, and I love cassettes. He's like, you can press play, and then at the end of the first side, you take it up and you flip it down, and you press the second, and you keep doing it over and over. I didn't want to make an album where you play two songs and just pitch it away and wait for something new. So, because I like girls. I like Crew, man. I do. I love Crew. So when I first heard it, it was like, oh my God.
Good smoke. Mm.
There you go, man. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm old school Motley Crue, right? Live Wire.
Man, fuck yeah, dude. Man, shout at the devil. Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, rocks, dude.
I'm
Too bad Tommy Lee's a douche now.
Who's that?
Tommy Lee, too bad he turned into a douche.
Ah, fuck Tommy. You know what? They dumped his ass, too. They've replaced him. So he's really no big importance. Yeah, he's a great drummer and blah 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 whatever. And I love on Wild Side where his drum is floating. I mean, I would have loved to see them in their prime in concert. Love to see them on the girls concert.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
But yeah, Motley Crue's Motley Crue. They
so
lost.
What's that?
I was gonna say they lost me after they kicked Vince Neil out. It was like it's not Motley Crue. It's to me when a band kicks out their singer. Unless they're a fucking phenomenal singer like Ronnie James Dio with Black Sabbath. There's, to me, a band, if you kick out, not if your singer dies or passes away or whatnot, but if you kick them out, they're not the same band. That's the whole thing. They're not the same band.
Yeah, it was awesome when Vince Neil came out with that, you're invited but your friends can't come.
What was that called? Tattoos of the Dragon? Is that what it was called, the album?
No, that was Motley Crue. His album was called Exposed.
So, that's Bruce Dickinson's first solo was Tattoos of the Dragon, right?
Tattoo Millionaire. Tattoo Millionaire.
Yeah. I like that.
Fuck, great album too, man. Well, you know me, Iron Man's my all-time favorite metal band.
It was great, but it wasn't as good as Belinda Carlisle. Belinda Carlisle.
Yeah, dude. So anyway, man, I was like trying to find Metallica. I think it was at the time it was cool to listen to Metallica because that's the shit mom and dad didn't want you to listen to.
Oh, I remember going to Newfoundland and listening to Justice for All in my Walkman, and having it on low because we're in that little blazer and I'm behind Dad, and at the beginning with Blacken, right? I think the second greatest opening. Maybe
it was Randy, my buddy Randy from Works On.
Yeah, I think Blacken is probably the third greatest. It's 1, 2, or 3. It depends on the mood I'm in. Greatest opening songs to any album ever. But I remember listening to it, just got to put that on low, put that on 3. And then when he's gone, The shit's cranked up to 10, and everyone can hear that. And Dad'd be like, and Dad would be like, "What do you listen to?" "Oh, Tom Petty's new album." And I was, because I had it. I had Full Moon Fever. I sure had me some.
Ask us a question there, Randy. I told you, think anything, man. Ask away. I don't care. Nothing's taboo with us. Well, you're equal in our eyes.
No, there are certain things that are taboo.
Well, people know not to go. I mean, we're not going to talk about licking dogs' assholes or anything like that.
And we're not going to talk about eating vegetables because.
Oh yeah. Because rest in peace. Let me get back to my point. You keep cutting me up. And
sorry. Blame the Crown Royal, man.
Well, I'm drinking vodka and grape juice, so so anyway, I guess I was trying to find that bridge into metal, and the Black Album did it for me to get that. Yeah, it got me into Metallica, but I went back what most of these youngsters won't do. They don't go back and listen to the good back catalog of their shit, right? Their first 4 albums.
That's right.
Oh, I did, because it's like I kept on, what's awesome, Ride the Lightning, 8 songs, 40 minutes, my fucking 5-minute song. Man, that's just the way, it was just no story, it was just fucking in your face, and you're like, man, I need the next album. And you gotta wait 2 years.
Yeah, I gotta tell you this story real quick about, because people don't go back and listen to it. Okay, we were at Nickel District. I'm not going to say their real names. I'm not going to say their real names, but if anyone's watching and they're from Sudbury or some whatnot, Ontario, we'll know these 2 people. We have Ogre and Nunn. I'm not going to say their real names, but we're sitting in the parking lot at Nickel District, I guess about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. All 3 of us had a spare. We're sitting in the Suburban, we're smoking a joint, and we're listening to the Black Album. So the Black Album comes on, and these kids come, "Oh, right on, Metallica." So we pop out the cassette, and we throw in Master of Puppets. Master of Puppets? Mm-hmm. And these guys are, "What the fuck is that shit?" It's like, listen, you motherfuckers, if you're going to like Metallica, go back and listen to real Metallica, right?
There it is. Somebody's giving us the horns up. Who is that?
That's your nephew, man.
Oh, okay. Shit, my bad. Hey, man, rock on, dude. Anyway, continue with the story.
But yeah, so I mean, to me, you're exactly right. When people listen to a song and be like, "Oh, I heard this song called," I can't even. You guys, excuse me for a second. Suicide Song Part 1 from Pantera. So, oh man, what do you think of Mouth for War? Who sings that? But what do you think about Slaughtered? Who sings that? It's like, dude, go back and listen to their old shit, man. Listen to what they're all about.
That's right. My buddy Smokey, they just said that his first tape was Slippery When Wet. So was mine. Until Dad crushed it in half.
No.
And then his first CD was Free Falling, so that would have been Full Moon Fever.
Yeah.
And unless he got the greatest hits. And my first CD actually that I ever bought with my own money was the Dazed and Confused soundtrack, Volume 1. Yes, Trish, Iron Maiden, my all-time favorite metal band.
Trish,
horns up to you, my dear.
Trish, I'll tell you, Iron Maiden and Judas Priest took me from listening to Corey Hart and Metallica, Corey Hart and Bryan Adams. Seriously. So, I mean, I was listening to all that because, I'm a kid. And then the first time I heard Iron Maiden was, of course, Number of the Beast. And I was like, right? Just totally enthralled with it. And then I started listening to Judas Priest because of them. And then, but Judas Priest and Iron Maiden got me into Metallica because someone mentioned Metallica because they're touring with Ozzy Osbourne. I heard about Ozzy Osbourne, the Devil's Boy, back in '86. So I listened to Master of Puppets, hooked, heavy metal, all the way. I mean, you can't Saxon. Okay, you're gonna have to give me about a 2-minute break, man, because my bladder's not the biggest thing in the world. So you talk to our friends, and I'll be right back.
All right, hurry up, because I'm gonna drop my favorite album of all time. Yeah, I like some of that. The Hair of the Dog was good. Love Hurts. Yeah, that's like the ultimate. Well, it's one of the ultimate breakup songs. I think the ultimate breakup song ever was that fucking. I want to know what love is from fucking Foreigner. And everybody, man, would be driving. All the guys were driving in the car. They broke up with their girlfriend and shit from high school. Be like smoking a cigarette or whatever. Crank that shit on. Be balling while you're driving, right? A fucking summer evening, right? Horrible. At least that happened to me way back when, but different story. I'm older and wiser now. Well past the high school stage, getting ready to turn 40. Been married 14 years, 14 glorious years next June. But no, I love heavy metal. I mean, I love all kinds of music, right? Whether it be rock or classic rock or hard rock, metal. I like a little bit of old school hip hop, like old country, Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, the rebel rock shit. So I mean, I have a very eclectic, taste in music, and that's why when my brother, Dr. Toon, gets his ass back here, I'm going to drop my favorite album of all time. It was actually
Catholic Girls.
Catholic Girls, definitely, man. I listen to Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely remember November Rain. Yeah, that was GNR, dude. I mean, GNR's got a spot in my heart. You can laugh while you're on. Everybody fucking loved that.
Dude, I saw that live.
Dude, I envy you because I never did.
So Mike Patton opened up for Metallica, who opened up for Guns N' Roses. And dude, it was fucking phenomenal. Barry. Awesome stuff, man.
So, my favorite album of all
Yes,
time.
what is your favorite album of all time? Wait. Let me. Zamfir, greatest hits. Not dissing Zamfir, but all the music to be in love with. Zamfir, your favorite album.
Dude, I'll throw you on even better. My favorite album is Nancy Sinatra's Greatest Hits.
Not as good as, that's awesome, man. Not as good as, Moonlight Eyes. I like that.
Who is that?
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of Gowan for Moonlight Desires. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Nancy Sinatra's good. Is that what you said? Nancy Sinatra?
Fuck yeah, dude, man.
Not as good as Paul Anka's heavy metal album. Greatest shit in the world.
No, that was Pat Boone.
Oh, Pat Boone. Yeah, I'm sorry. Paul Anka, Pat Boone, whatever.
Same thing, man. They're both from Canada.
Yep, same shit, different file.
I mean, fucking Pat Boone is fucking singing all along the Watchtower. All his style.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's good stuff, man.
So it's awesome. To me, early to mid, even up to the late '90s is some of my all-time favorite era for music.
Right.
Just because that's our generation, right?
Oh, you're right, Trish. I'm sorry about that. Trisha, I'm sorry if I keep calling you Trish.
Oh, that is Sab. Yes, God Almighty, I must be stoned.
Must be.
I mean, because I know pretty much everything Sabbath. So anyway, like I went from like I love reminiscing, remembering growing up. When I first heard Nevermind, then Pearl Jam was right after that, and then then Soundgarden and all these bums that we grew up with in Canada. That's who got me into all this shit.
Temple of the Dog.
God bless you.
Temple of the Dog, man. I remember
Temple of the Dog. All that kind of shit, right? So,
Yep.
But it's like I was looking for that one band that I can just call my own.
Chai Chai Rodriguez.
Chai Chai Rodriguez, definitely. Yes, I love that, man. It's not like old Def Leppard.
Kai Kai Vendry.
There you go. And I was like looking for that band that just like, because me growing up, like I'm still the biggest like Led Zeppelin freak in the world. Being a drummer, John Bonham, he's my boy. If I was a guitarist, I would love to be. That's I'll get to that here in a second, Trish. If you're going in the right direction. Jimmy Page, right? Anybody that wants to play guitar aspires to be Jimmy Page, right?
Yeah.
So I had to have that band, and you introduced me to these guys actually.
Oh yeah, who's that?
The Tea Party.
Oh well, fuck yeah, man! They're like fucking amazing.
I mean, I remember because I was going through. If you remember, I'm sorry for the comparison here, Mr. Martin, but you unfortunately at a younger age kind of resembled Jim Morrison a little bit. You didn't try to be him; you just can't help what you look like.
On the River, because that was the first song I ever. Because it was on Much Music West with Terry David Mulligan, and he was putting on some new stuff, and he put on the Tea, and it was the River. I was like, oh, Pat, look at this shit. This is the greatest fucking thing ever, man. It's like the guy looks like Morrison, but he sounds so much better than what. Because I was young, so much better than Plant. Because what a voice, man. The guy made the band, the trio, one of the best trios. Not a whole 10-piece band, 3 of them. Great band. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pat.
They it's just like they came out. It was kind of crazy because at that time they were a rare exception. Especially like I know they didn't go commercial on here because they didn't want to, but like in Canada, Australia, around the world, at that time, if you wanted to make money in the hard rock genre, you had to be grunge.
Yeah.
You had to be grunge, right? But they came out and they're like, nah, we're gonna give you that spacey rock of like Deep Purple, Zeppelin, with the style vocals I play, stuff like that, and they made a lot of fucking money.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they made a lot of fucking money. I mean, especially in their native countries, Canada and Australia. But my favorite album of all time came out in 2001. I'm sorry, 2001. It's called Inner Zone Mantras from them.
That's a great album, man. That's a superb album right there.
I definitely remember Crash Test Dummies. It's because of the it's the song from a Dumb and Dumber. That was their claim to fame down here.
Hey, but they also had a big song on Dumb and Dumber. It's called the Ballad of Peter Piper or something like that. But
yeah, nobody remembers that one.
No, but everyone remembers their first hit, man. It was Superman song. Was that called?
Yeah, in Canada, yeah.
Yeah. See, my favorite song from them was Androgynous. But you ever see the guy? His body's like this big, and his head is like this big. Great singer. He's got that baritone voice.
Oh yeah.
But the lady singer on there, Ellen Reed, phenomenal voice. Just want to give a shout out to my friend Donna. She just got online. Donna, she's from Vancouver. Wonderful. She's my first true friend in Vancouver. And we went through crazy stuff. Donna, love you, miss you.
Yeah, pop us a line. Give us a comment.
Yeah, and if you're out in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, look me up. You always have a place. My wife and I, we totally welcome you any night. So anyways, Pat, go ahead.
All right, so Trish, I'll tell you this. Yeah, Let Me Show You the Door from their indie album. Yeah, I remember that shit too. So anyway, the fan favorite for them is probably Edge of the Twilight still, I would say.
Love that album. I'm still Splendor Solace man, but yes.
I mean, and I understand why, because I mean the fan favorite's not always the best. I mean, I can't grade each one really easily because they're just so different. But no, Inner Zone came out in 2001, and there's actually a couple of reasons why I love the album. Number one, I heard it before anybody else did, and I'm going to tell you why. And I didn't illegally download it. I've got a friend, my friend Tony, our friend Tony, I should say, from where I'm living in Tennessee. Him and I drove to a thing called Edge Fest in Barrie, Ontario. It's kind of like the Canadian Lollapalooza, if you will, with a lot of Canadian bands. There's still some some bigger like I saw that year. Actually, it was Tool, Tea Party, and Big Wreck. They headlined it, and so we went to a thing the night after called the Friendship Festival, which is down in Fort Erie, Niagara Falls. It's just like a free concert. Man, my buddy and I, we got backstage the whole day, hung out with the band, blah, blah, blah. They treat us like royalty. I met them previously a couple years back, and they still remember me, so they hooked us up. But after the gig, we got to sit in Jeff Martin's car, the singer of the band, and it was actually 67 Riviera. It was actually owned by Hugh Hefner. So we're sitting in fucking Hugh Hefner's car, right?
Yeah, because you know what? Because like Trisha just said, you're a lucky bastard. So
so we got my buddy Tony in the back with Jeff Martin's, I guess, one of his friends, there's a guitar tech, something like that, right? Then Jeff's on the driver's side is his car. Of course, I'm sitting right beside him, and he's like, "Guys, I got something for you to listen to." I'm like, "What?" He's like, we have a new album coming out, right? I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I've got it right here for you, unmastered. Nobody's ever heard it except for friends of the band, or nobody outside of our circle's ever heard it." Ooh. So we're gonna play for you right now.
You're lucky, motherfucker. Because you know what?
But here's the cool thing. The story don't end there yet. The best part's getting ready to come.
Hey, remember, wait. Just don't indict anyone on any kind of anything. If anything, it was to happen. If you know what I'm talking about, it's public. What we're talking.
No. Let me shut the fuck up. Let me finish my story.
You shut the fuck up. Listen to your older brother.
So listen. I'm getting an OMG here because she wants me to finish the story.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Zip. Gone.
So the best part is each song. I mean, yeah, he introduced each song. This is the first song of the album's called The Inner Zone, and he's like, "This is the Inner Zone." Not only did we listen to the fucker unmastered, he sang me every song.
Oh no!
I swear to God.
Oh, dude, that's almost like a nut right there. It's like, I mean, you had Jeff Martin. You're sitting beside Jeff Martin, talking, listening to the new album, and he's singing it to you, as you've never heard it ever before, and now he's actually singing to you with unreleased music for the first time ever. So which
first time ever? Yes, first time ever, and
fuck you.
He wouldn't.
That's all I gotta say.
What's that?
Fuck you. That's all I gotta say, man.
So I'm getting into it, right? I'm a little inebriated because I've been drinking all day and whatnot. And he would always like smack my leg. He's like, check this out, check this out, check this out. And man,
dude.
So that's the main. Well, it's not the main reason, but I mean that's always holds a special part in my heart.
Well, yeah.
But the album, okay. So as you mentioned, a trio. A brilliant trio. They went. I mean, they went for like because they're really a very esoteric, which means very dark, broody kind of group, right?
Are you trying to explain that to me, or are you trying to just say that you're not stupid?
Both. So, I mean, not like gothic, like, oh, I'm gonna wear black and makeup, like Marilyn Manson freaks. Something against Manson, I love it, but
or Danny Filth, and the blood went.
Oh man, but no, the album, it's like because unfortunately. Usually, when you're the front runner of a band, you produce it, you write it. Well, you're going to be like you're going to be the center of attention, right? Like Pink Floyd, nobody talks about David Gilmour. All they talk about is Roger Waters, right?
I talk about Gilmour all the time.
Yeah, but everybody, when you think Floyd, you think Roger Waters right off the bat.
I think
most people do.
Well, most people don't understand great guitar players because.
Well, very true, very true.
So but that's just me.
And the Beatles, McCartney and Lennon split that honor because, I mean, they were folkly, Lennon was the bigger one, obviously, but still, I mean, nobody ever talked about George Harrison. Nobody needs to talk about Ringo Starr.
George Harrison was still my favorite.
Mine too, mine too, all the way.
Yeah.
So naturally, Jeff Martin takes the front stage because he pretty much, he writes all the lyrics and he produces it. And, he's the sex symbol. I know this is a lot of it's unintentional, but so the other guys, they get noticed, but they get kind of not forgotten, but just kind of placed to the side.
Right.
So this album was like the first time ever that Jeff Martin and the drummer percussionist Jeff Burrows, which is an amazing man, I love him to death. He's watching what's up.
Yeah, I got him on my friends list too. Jeff Burrows, you rock, man. Next time you're in Regina and you just want to get out of Regina and hang out, come to Moose Jaw, take care of you. You have a place to stay. I know that you're a big time rock star. My house is open to you, man, anytime. Sorry, go ahead.
So this was the first time and personally, I think in the band's history, where guitaring and drumming were battling for superiority of the album.
Yeah.
It's like Jeff Martin would come up with this crazy fucking heavy ass lick or a blues riff or whatever.
Yeah.
But Jeff Burrows would come back and just pound the drums. And the way he recorded those drums reminded me a lot of how Dave Grohl recorded his drum sound on In Utero.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
It's that real thump sound, right?
Yeah.
And that's the way Burrows did on this album. And like to me, Burrows, he's my all-time favorite drummer. I mean, he's been hailed as like one of the best rock drummers in the world, and he doesn't even do double bass carry or anything like that. So, but he recorded the whole fucking album worth of drum tracks on one take.
Well, because he's great, man.
One take. That's unheard of from pretty much anybody. One take. And it was just like ridiculous because what they did was they just got back into because they pretty much admitted we can do anything in the studio. We're the maestros of what we do. So they ended up recording it on an analog 4-track in a rehearsal studio. They went back to the basics.
And it worked for them because I'll tell you one band that it didn't work for when they went back to the basics on I think it was an 8-track. No, it was a 4-track, wasn't it? Saint Shitter.
I'm not even going to talk about them. No, I ain't going to talk about that. They already tarnished their shit with No Leaf Clover.
Hey.
But the album, to me, it was like they were one, like, yeah, they, obviously when they started, they were, I think unjustly being called a Zeppelin ripoff and all that kind of shit, right?
Right.
And then, you know, I mean, okay, yeah, obviously you can tell they're inspired by that era. That they grew up with that shit. That's their shit.
And you
And
know,
I mean, and it's not ironic, but Jimmy Page and Jeff Martin are really good friends.
man, I tell you what, man. The first time I heard The River, I instantly knew that this band is a great band, right? And of course, I went out and got Splendor Solace, and of course, you know what my favorite song ever from them is, right?
Oh, so that's something going down, man.
To me, that's one of the greatest. To me, it's a blues song, and
Oh, it is.
and I love blues songs from non-blues bands because they put like Cinderella, not a blues, because they're hair metal, but they're such a blues band, but they're not AC/DC blues songs, but they're hard rock, heavy metal. Tea Party, fucking phenomenal band, blues track, boom, it just blows my mind, man. Because, anyways, I'm sorry, we're talking about Tea Party, and all I can hear is, yeah, Saint Peter at the gates of heaven, baby, won't you let me in, let me in? Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny is they're not like, well, they were never given a fair shake in the States, but I mean they've got their underground following down here still, right?
Dude,
and people that appreciate amazing music of whatever medium, they love them. I mean, people that like good music like these guys, and that's how it is.
Man, do you know why they were never given the opportunity to blow up in the United States? To be honest with you,
Or there's a few reasons.
Well, I think the biggest, like personally, I mean, you guys know them more than I do, but I honestly think that they weren't going to go there and conform to what pop culture wanted them to be. That's why I think that the hip Tea Party never made it in the States because they weren't going to go down. Like, I love Bryan Adams, do love Bryan Adams, but I mean, his biggest album ever is Wake the Neighbors, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's an American album. That's not a Canadian Bryan Adams. And I love the album, but it's not Bryan Adams. And I'm pretty sure that the Tea Party wants to keep their sound. Just like Tragically Hip wanted to keep their sound. They're not going to go there and get and conform to make money. They're there to play the music that they wrote, the music that they love, and fuck all this crap. If you don't like us for who we are, then go listen to whatever you want to. Anyways, sorry, Pat. Like I said, Crown Royal, keep talking to me. You go ahead.
So I mean, no, you're totally right. I mean, they never wanted to be on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, and they easily could have. If that song "Heaven Coming Down" would have been in the States, that would have been #1 on the fucking right on the charts.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what?
Actually, believe it or not, that song, I didn't know this, but that song was actually on Dawson's Creek.
What song?
Heaven Coming Down.
Really? On Dawson's Creek?
Yeah, it was on Dawson's Creek. You know, and
well, you know why it might be, because those frat boys that used to live beside us, because we're listening to Tea Party, they're watching Dawson's Creek. All you frat boys at UT, University of Tennessee in Knoxville, yes, the big frat boys were watching One Tree Hill and Dawson's Creek when it was popular. When men were not supposed to watch that shit, they were watching that shit. Bunch of pansies.
Oh yeah. So you know Trish, I love Black Saint Blues too. That's actually from Jeff Martin's solos. What's that?
His solo album.
Yeah, his first solo album, Exile in the Kingdom, great album.
Yep.
They pretty much were like, hey, listen, we'll just go. They did it backwards. They're like, you know what, we're going to go to the countries we want to go to first because we're on our own terms now.
Yeah.
So they went to Australia and they went to Europe, and then, of course they went.
India, and you can hear that in Edges of Twilight. You can actually hear a lot of, to me, not India, the Middle East, because that song Sister Awake, you know the intro to it. To me, there's a lot of Egyptian to me, I might be wrong, but it just sounds like a lot of Middle Eastern music, right? Which I
he is. I mean, he's playing with an instrument called, I believe it's called a sarod.
I thought it was a sitar.
That's part of it too. Actually, they did 30 different tracks of music on that one song.
Dude, it's fucking phenomenal. I love it.
And that was their sophomore album. I mean, they still weren't like matured into the studio like they are now. And so they pretty much went to EMI Records and they said, "Well, fuck it, man. We're not going to do. We're not going to do what you want us to do. We're going to do what we want to do. If you don't want, fuck it, man. We won't sell your records anymore." And so they just left them alone. That's why Jeff Martin became their producer. He's like, nobody's going to tell me what I'm going to do.
See, and that's great because
very protective of their sound, right?
Well, yeah, because they're wonderful, man. There's a difference between being a carbon copy. Like you look at boy bands. They're all the same. I don't know. I keep
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
Justin Timberlake played in Backstreet Boys, right? I know who Justin Timberlake is. I don't remember the band because I was never listening to that. I think it's Backstreet Boys. No,
One of those bands.
Nick Lachey was in the. Hold on a second. I have to ask my wife here. She knows this shit. Even though she's a rockin' girl, loves metal, grew up in our era, and she would have been on my arm at that time because of the music that she listened to. But she's still a girl, has friends. Hold on a second. Sweetheart, Nick Lachey, Jessica Simpson's.
That was 98 Degrees, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and Justin Timberlake was in Backstreet Boys?
In Sync.
NSYNC, my bad. But here's the thing. They're all the same band.
Oh, yeah.
Because they let themselves be turned in by the music machine and spit out. When bands say, fuck you, we're doing it our way, and we don't care if we don't make 10 trillion albums sold worldwide, we're playing our music because we're playing our music, and this is our music. This is our lives. It's our soul, right?
Yep, and that's an artist. That's a true artist.
It is. It's anyone that's getting into it for music, like Justin Bieber. You know what? I have to say this. I'm not a big fan of him. These Canadian boys, I give him props. Justin Bieber, he's the biggest thing in the world, I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm that far outdated with nowadays music. But I know Justin Bieber was big. And he's a little Canadian boy. And he was huge. So props to that. But he's one of those money machine things. It's not about the music for him. It's about an image. Musicians that do it for the music and for the love of it and don't give a fuck what anyone else says, those are musicians. And that's why I put metal, because look at metal, like real metal. Not hair. I liked hair metal and whatnot, but like real metal. They said, we don't care that we're not going to sell 5 trillion copies. We're going to come out there and we're going to make Master Puppets. We're going to go there and we're going to make Holy Wars, which is going to blow everyone away because it's awesome, the video. But we're going to make Hangar 18. But the rest of the album, no one knows. You say, hey, well, what about the 5 Magics? Who sings that? Oh, what about Polaris? Who sings that?
Dawn Patrol, man.
Dawn Patrol. Hey, have you ever heard of Holy Wars? Yeah, man, it's Megadeth. Same album. Really? It's like, oh, man. Listen to the album. Don't listen to the commercial stuff. Listen to what it's all about. Like, you know me, Pat. My favorite song, usually my favorite songs off of any album is the one that would be the furthest thing from a single. Like Metallica, Black Album, everyone loves Sandman, everyone loves Sad But True. I like the songs too, blah, blah. My favorite song, what's my favorite song from Black Album, Pat?
My Friend Misery.
Love it. Greatest song on the album. I mean, there's some good songs, like there's some good rock and roll songs, but My Friend in Misery, man, would never be a regular MTV single.
Nope.
But it's so fucking phenomenal. It's like Justice. Yeah, I understand one, blah, blah, and I really don't like one because of the video. Like my favorite song, people love Short of Straw, whatever, would be Harvester of Sorrow or Blackened, right? My 2 favorite songs off that album would never be a single. I love the non-single songs from bands.
Smokey, Deep Forest. Sorry, I'm not getting to your question. Were they like a 90s grunge band? The name sounds really familiar. If you just enlighten me on that one.
Got my sweetheart. Can you grab my medication? Yeah. It's time for my. Who says this, Pat? It's time for your medication.
Who else says that?
Well, who says it? Everyone, if you think I have a black gap here, I don't. It's just the lighting. Because I'm looking at myself like, holy shit, I look like I have like, my God, I'll sleep with my sister one day. No, see, I got 2 teeth. Who said it, Pat?
You're absolutely right. Kid Rock don't give a fuck. Now, good for him. He's good. I don't like a lot of his music either, but you know what? Cool.
My homie's on cell block 6 with the grits to cook.
Grits to eat and the eggs to cook.
Whatever, man. You know what? I like that what's that song you sang with Sheryl Crow? I like that song.
Oh, that was Pieces or some bullshit. I don't know what that was.
And there's another song. Sweetheart, what's your favorite Kid Rock song?
Only God Knows Why.
Yeah, I like that song too.
It's not a bad song.
Anyways, it's time for my medication. This is legal medication, been prescribed. So anyone saying, "Oh my God, you're doing drugs," I'm not. It's for my condition. I have RA, so I'm taking my medication because it is. I'm 2 hours overdue, actually.
Man, you better put that dope in your body.
Oh, it's all about the dope, man. So who says it, Pat? Come on, tell me.
It sounds familiar.
On your feet, soldier. It's time to go. It's time for a war.
It's not aliens.
No. I can't do a really good. The only good impression of his voice is, "I will break you."
That's what I thought you're talking about Universal Soldier.
Yeah. It's time for your, remember that great big syringe? It's time for your medication. And then Van Damme's all like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's bad.
Van Damme, yeah.
Man, leave Jean-Claude alone, man.
Hey, I like his early stuff, man. I think his last good one was it Sudden Death? Was it Time Cop or Sudden Death? Which one was his last one?
Sudden Death was after Time Cop, so.
Yeah, so Sudden Death, because the one after that, that's the one he did with Dennis Rodman, right?
That was Double Team.
That was the one after his hockey one?
No, after Sudden Death, it was.
Oh wait,
it was Maximum Risk.
That was another twin movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Oh, Pat. You know what? I'll be honest with you, Pat. This is what I was telling Susan. For anyone that doesn't know, who just joined us, whatever. Susan is my wife. To me, the greatest woman in the world. Love her so much. Pat. I was saying this to Susan. So you know what? Pat shits his pants, farting, shits his pants so much that I think when he sits down, he should have 2 or 3 towels there because he's got to go through his fucking pants. I mean, for the shit you eat. Oh man, I ate some Taco Bell, and after that, I went and had some BK fries, and oh, guess what else? I got a brand new burger, and then after I was leaving there, guess what? I saw this new McRib came out, so I had to go buy 10 of those, and I just ate them all. And man, my asshole feels like it's that big because I've been wiping it forever. That's you, Pat. What the fuck, man? You eat you know what? I love garbage too. I can't eat. You know what, George? George, you're right. Early Van, perfect. After Sudden Death, no. I mean, oh no, I know what the next movie after Sudden Death was where he went on a tournament. Remember?
Oh, The Quest.
Was it The Quest? Was that the first one? That's the first one of those 2 fighting tournament movies, right? Because he had The Quest, and then The Legionnaire came out after that. Is that right?
Yeah, The Legionnaire was like a direct-to-video version of Lionheart.
Yeah, it was a Showtime movie, wasn't it?
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Yeah. Yeah, George, you should see when it's just him and I talking. It's a lot like this. It's straight up. This isn't scripted or nothing. I mean, when I go to the bathroom, I usually, to be honest with you, I'll take him in there, and I mean, he can't see shit because I'll throw it up on the rack that I have above the toilet, and I'm just sitting there bullshitting with him and pissing whatever. But yeah, man, he shits his pants all the fucking time, and I'm really surprised that I feel really bad for his wife because she has.
I don't shit my pants.
You fart unfucking believable. You know what? You fart worse than I know people than Uncle Fred snores. Period. And as bad as, and here's the thing, that one night when we were young kids in Elliott Lake and we were in the camper and Dad farted so bad where we all threw up. You, Pat, on a regular basis smells worse than that. And I feel bad for people that have to be in an enclosed area with you because they. Oh, that's really good, huh? Oh my God! What the?
Oh yeah, sorry, man. I got an electric blanket. I got an electric blanket on my bed too.
You better watch it, man. You know, natural gas, electricity, spark. You'd be a Michael Bay movie. I bet you that's how much gas you have in you. If you let it all out with the spark, you'd have Michael Bay explosion.
Dude, man, I got enough. Listen, I've got enough gas in me to eat Long Island.
Oh yeah, 3 Mile Island. You're new Chernobyl, eh?
I mean, so yes, I'm very gaseous, and I don't care.
You know what?
I'm not politically correct.
Hey, I'd rather get rid of the gas, and trust me, like I said, that night when I ate the can of beans about an hour before I went to bed, and Susan actually slept on the couch, and I woke up because I had almost a 45-second fart. I woke myself up because the pressure in my stomach. And it was the greatest feeling until about a minute after, and then gone to the bathroom, dude. I had to get out of that bedroom. I love my bed, man. I went to the bathroom, pulled down my shorts to make sure I didn't shit my pants. Because that's how bad it smelled, man. Didn't shit my pants, not even skid marks, so thumbs up.
My God.
Dude, man, I let a fart so bad a couple of days ago going to work. I almost I literally, it paralyzed my view for a second.
Pat, I gotta tell you something. Do you remember that time you were wearing those blue shorts, those basketball shorts, and you had a rip right in the crotch area but closer to your ass, and you had a huge fart? And you didn't know that you had the rips. Oh my God, he farted so hard that he actually blew his pants off. Remember that? And that fucking big old.
Oh, yeah.
Because it actually looked like you blew your fucking pants wide open. That's funny shit.
Damn.
Hey,
I let a fart. Hey.
I gotta tell you something for a sec. My small bladder is calling for me to go relieve it.
Hurry up.
I'll be right back.
Be gone.
Hey. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Well, fuck you too. Piece of shit.
I know you want to, man, but only the girls, or women, sorry, women, not girls. And one woman.
Yeah, Smokey, man. This is how my brother and I talk all the time. This is actually our first time ever doing this live. Him and I've done it live myself. I don't talk like this by myself normally just because, well, I'm talking to myself until you guys are hopefully watching. And I said another one, rip. Oh, that's bad. I had double McRib for dinner tonight. Shouldn't have done that, right? Mixing some Chinese food for lunch. Yeah, I'm good to go. But I've actually got, I have got another show, Smokey, is called Just Shooting the Shit. It's the first one I ever started. I'm going to do volume 5 probably on Wednesday. Check that out. It's just going to be me. And I'm going to probably possibly drag some people online live if they want to come up and chit chat. I get a little more political on that one. This is just kind of my exit, so I don't have to keep talking about this shit. Yeah, everybody that's watching or whatever, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm proud of it. I love the man. I think he's the greatest president in the fucking world. He's doing things for his country I think that are amazing, making us safer, making us richer, all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, he's my boy. I've been scrutinized. I don't give a shit. Anyway, here's the Dr. Tune again.
Everything like shine down.
I was driving about a week ago. I was driving. I let this fart. It must have been a mustard gas fart, right?
Well,
it really impaired. It must have been so strong that it blinded me for a couple seconds. I was tearing.
I'll tell you honestly. Okay, no, you go ahead and tell your story, and then I got to tell you that because I posted something on my wall. It's about feet and a dog. I'm pretty sure the dog would do the same thing with your ass.
Yeah.
It's all like.
So anyway, I'm driving about 65, 70 doing speed limit, and
Were you listening to Sammy Hagar doing 55?
Stop interrupting me.
Sorry, man. It's not me. It's Crown Royal. I swear to God.
Yeah, man. You damn fucking booze. I'm gonna start calling you a little boozy.
But here's the thing, Pat. This is the first time in how long, sir? About 4 months. I don't drink. That's a lie. There I am.
That's right, man. That's right. Oh, hold on. That's right. Make America great again, brother. Amen to that, my friend.
Hey, what? MAGA, buddy. All the way.
So anyway, I'm driving, smoking. Tears start coming out of my eyes, and I literally almost ran off a bridge.
Could you taste it?
Yeah, it tasted like the night before I had Chinese and I had hot mustard.
Right.
So I could taste the mustard.
Oh,
Yeah, man, stale mustard coming up. Yeah, that's wonderful coming out of your asshole.
Oh, no doubt.
But man, I tell you what, man, there ain't nothing wrong with being gaseous, man. You hold that shit in, man, you explode.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, man. You hold that in, man, you're gonna hurt yourself. Do you know what? They say true love is when you say true love. I disagree. I think that true love is when you fart the first time in front of your lover. Period. Because you know what? And we've all done this. I don't care who you are. We've all done this. We're on a date. We're bullshitting. We're having a good time. Blah, blah, blah. And you got to fart. And what don't you want? You don't. No. It's first time, first date, right? You've been there, Pat. I've been there. And so you're holding it, and then your son goes, mm-hmm. That's what it does. And then as soon as you're away, that fart, you actually go to the bathroom, make sure you didn't shit yourself. I mean, straight up, because I've done that. Not shit myself. Well, I've not shit myself in that manner, but I've done that. When I first met Susan, we were having Subway, and almost, I'm sitting there, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, I'm having all this shit, man, that's going to make you fart. And I'm just like, oh, well, the reason why I'm getting bigger is not because I have all these muscles, because the fucking gas is coming in, man. Yeah, and then as soon as she left and we went outside and it was cold, and I let one rip, man, I swear to God, I saw steam come from my pants. I shit you not. We're sitting in there for
talk about farts.
We're sitting in there for 45 minutes, and I was ordering my Subway. She was right behind me. This is the first time we ever met. And of course, I get the triple meat and all this and that. And she looked at me. I'm like, that's what you call a man sub. And she's like, well, I like vegetarian. I'm like, well, everyone has their faults. Not your fault, right? So anyway, so we end up sitting down and talk, me, blah, 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 right? And so we're talking this, that. And as soon as we sat down, I had to fart. As soon as I sat down, I had to fart. I'm like, trying to impress the lady here. Can't fart, man. I mean, nowadays, hey, sweetheart, what is this? On a scale of 1 to 10, right? I mean, but, 5 years prior, no. Well, it's like, and then you get outside, and I swear, Pat, I farted, and I tried to hold it in and make a little, when it's going to be a violent sounding one, and you try to squeak it out to be a silent one, and it was mostly silent. But Pat, the steam coming out of my ass was like a fire. Was like a dragon breathing fire.
Change the subject. Change the subject.
And that's why I love my girl so much. Because
man,
I didn't fart in front of her.
I'm gonna end it with this right here. Just tell me what would suck on a first date, man. You meet the girl of your dreams. You wine her and you dine her. Spin around the fucking dance floor a few times if you can dance.
Throw a burger down her throat.
Throw a burger down her throat. That's right. Or I got class. And just think, if you get lucky that you score on the first night. I mean, you're like, man, I'm getting ready to get a piece of holy ass here.
That golden pussy.
The golden pussy, right? And she's down there licking on your balls.
Oh my God.
And you have a shart.
And then you just, you've been holding it in since dinner, right? And it's just like.
But it's the wet ones are the worst than just the gassy ones.
Oh man, we're talking like fucking yeah. Oh man, and if she stays with you, you got to keep her.
Oh, you're 100% right. And here, I'll tell you when you have a keeper. When the second time you guys are together, you sleep over or whatever. And she goes to do your laundry, and unfortunately, you got a little bit drunk the night before, and you can have a little bit of a stain. Everyone in the world knows what I'm talking about. It happens to everyone. So, and she still picks up, doesn't even question it, looks at it because you can't help, picks up your laundry and throws it in the washing, doesn't say a goddamn thing. You're like, I love you. You're just the greatest one. You don't give a fuck. I mean, I know you don't want me to shit my pants all the time, but you know that we all make mistakes and we're not all perfect. And you still like, first of all, you did my laundry. Oh yeah, thumbs up. But you didn't care that I kind of had a stain from
dirty underwear.
Yeah, love it, man.
It looks like that we have gone too far. So we stop.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. We're just going on a rant.
This is how we shoot the shit here. But anyway, yeah. So man, what do you think, man? I mean, what's to look forward to in the new year?
New year. Hopefully, Godsmack comes with a new album.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, Han Solo's a good movie. Avengers, the new Avengers movie. I think Punisher.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Hopefully, Punisher is filming or released. I know new Daredevil and new Jessica Jones and new Luke Cage are coming out this year.
Oh yeah.
So what else am I looking forward to? Getting healthier. having a grandbaby. My son, stepson, but I consider him my son because he's going to be a dad in 4 months, a little over 4 months. I'm going to be a pop for the first time. I'm really excited about that. And the summer, man, just hooking up, and all of us together at the cottage.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be great stuff.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be some good times right there, man.
Yeah. And yourself?
Good time. Yeah, new Godsmack album.
Vaseline that doesn't hurt when you have a cut in your asshole.
That too. That'd always be good. Better toilet paper and
Yeah.
and definitely in February start looking forward to get more money in my pocket.
Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky, man.
It's gonna be nice. Again, I'm not gonna get really political, but I'm looking forward to another full year. See what our president can do.
100%.
I have no doubts at all. So it's all good. I'm looking forward to obviously, the cottage, the movies that we just said. I'm looking forward to going back to school here this spring.
It's super cool, dude.
Get my thing done so I can further advance my career in life.
Yeah, it's super cool. I know I'm about another year and a half, 2 years away from going back to work. I have 4 more major surgeries to go through before I can go back to work. But when they're done, at least I have a good company to go back to with a good position. And
yeah,
unfortunately, I'm in where I'm at. But you never know. I mean, anything is possible, right? I mean, they might find not a cure. Maybe they find a cure for RA. I'm not sure, man. And they can reverse the damage that it's done to me, and then I'm back to normal. Actually, you personally don't want me back to normal because I'm an asshole, right? No, I'm just.
Hey, check out our YouTube channel. It's the Dawn and Dr. Tunes, what it's called. We have all the stuff's up there for the ones that you haven't seen yet. Check them out, dude. Just like this, man. But yeah, dude, it's I'm looking forward to another good year, another good solid year. Hopefully, people get along a little bit easier. That's always my New Year's wish. Of course, that's never going to happen. I came to terms of that years ago, but it's still nice to have in the back burner. Maybe it'll.
Pat, I honestly think there's going to be a big war with China and Russia being found out to be supplying ping pong with oil. Pretty sure Trump's just not going to sit back and be like, well, we tried, so hopefully he'll do the best and he won't blah blah blah.
Don't talk about politics.
But we're not going to talk politics. Go ahead.
I am going back I'm going to go back and go back to Tennessee Tech and get into pharmaceutical school. Right. So I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd just be cool. I'll go to the public, but I think that'd be just kind of a cool profession. I've always been interested in medicine and stuff like that. So figure out what the hell start there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool right there, man.
Let the chips fall where they may, kind of thing. So
100%.
I'm trying to think what else I'm really looking forward to for the year.
Dude, I got a buzz.
Yeah, I got a pretty good little buzz too.
I should turn it off and then just talk to each other.
Yeah. Anyways, my man, you know what? I think it's time that we wrap it up.
Yep, it is time that we wrap it up.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, our producer just, time to go. And it is actually, It is. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what we said we're gonna do. So that's all good. So yeah, guys, I saw we had up to about 10 views at one time. That was cool. Hopefully we get more next time. Sorry for technical difficulties. Probably lost a few viewers there, but
yeah.
Subscribe to
our page on YouTube.
What was that?
Subscribe to our page on YouTube. It's wonderful.
Yep. It's awesome. We'll have more on there. We're going to do another one of these sooner than the last time.
Very much sooner, yes.
I'm done with the holiday traffic at work, so I'll have more time to do this kind of stuff. Especially since now it's going to be a lot more colder out there for us down here, so I'm going to be in the house. So we'll do more of these. But anyway, guys, again, just our opinion. And have yourself a Merry New Year. Don't drink and drive. Straight up. Don't drink and drive. It's not worth it. Hope everyone has a safe, wonderful, happy, blessed night tomorrow night. Happy New Year, and we will see you next week. Cool, guys.
Talk to you
Peace
later.
out.
Peace.